It is Sunshine Week, a national initiative to encourage conversations about the importance of open government and freedom of information. Mark Lisheron is with Watchdog.org and is also a board member with the Freedom of Information Foundation of Texas. Good to have you here.
Glad to be here.
We're going to see how sunny things are, but first let's talk about Watchdog.org's role this week. What have you guys been doing?
Well, we assigned 5 reporters to do essays. We've been running an essay a day on how reporters deal with open records, kind of give our readers an insider look at how you interface with the government. But I wanted to mention at the beginning of the week, yet another report came out
here on Sunshine Week.
From the federal government assessing the Obama administration's performance with open records, in particular with NSA and national security. And basically, it's just another dismal report. I sent out a blast to my reporters, and I said, listen, make no mistake about this. We are in a struggle. The media is in a struggle to get government to open up to us, and it's troubling.
And I know you've looked very closely at what goes on here in the state, out of the legislature, and clearly you believe, as many do, that there were a lot of missed opportunities for having things opened up in this past session.
We have a couple of people with the Freedom of Information Foundation on a legislative team that follow open government legislative bills. I think it was, I'll probably misspeak, but I think it was like 300 bills.
Wow.
And what you have are bills to make government more open, but there are a troubling number that are filed to create exemptions to open government. I think that there were many missed opportunities, but I also think that we also dodged some bullets. In particular, Senate Bill 346, there was a lot of talk about disclosure of donations from nonprofits that are not necessarily in the business of primary business of advocacy,
right,
and went down in flames. A lot of open government people thinking that was sort of a centerpiece. Disappointment.
I know that with technology and specifically the internet, there's so much opportunity to really open up records, and that's something that you would like to see more of. And there are some, I guess, shining examples on Sunshine Week that kind of prove this point.
Let me give you an anecdote. Week before last, Susan Combs, our comptroller, came to talk to the Freedom of Information Foundation about a website, and Comptroller Combs has done, I think, an outstanding job of upgrading the technological capabilities so that the public can find out how Texas tax money is spent.
Right.
However, as she was putting this data together, she's telling us that to try to get basic information from her fellow agencies in Texas government, she got so frustrated that she ended up having to file Freedom of Information Act requests of fellow state agencies to get basic information. And that's somewhat of the situation that we're in.
We have less than a minute left, but just real quick, where do you see things headed with this? I mean, there is seemingly a reluctance, but do you see that changing perhaps in the future, or not really?
I see a frustration growing, and I see it. I did a story for Watchdog about Good Government Group, both on the left and the right, going after this administration for not being more open, and has become a bipartisan issue. People on the left and the right are both frustrated with government not opening up. That, to me, is very encouraging. It's not a political issue. It's an open government, public business issue.
And another opportunity looms come this next January. Mark, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And we'll